Hey, what's going on? Well, I wanted to do a quick vlog for you since I haven't done one in a while, and I've been getting a lot of messages from you guys saying, you know what, we miss your vlogs, we'd like for you to do more, and I'm going to try to do more and try to get more content back on my YouTube channel. So it's just been kind of a slow period as far as being able to record YouTube videos, because I'm doing a morning show now on our news talk station here in Pensacola, so that's been taking a lot of my time, and by the time I do that, I'm usually pretty tired. Then I've also got other events I'm having to do, get ready for upcoming weddings and things of that nature. So it's really been kind of hard to record some videos, but I'm gonna start doing that more and maybe try to get at least one vlog on a week and talk about different things that are happening. Maybe give you guys some little nuggets here and there to help you out in your DJ service. But what I wanted to talk about in this particular video is something that I've been seeing a lot on especially the Facebook pages, like the DJ Idea Sharing Facebook page. We've had a lot of DJs that will talk about what other DJs think about their equipment. For example, we got into a discussion this morning. I was on the DJ Idea Sharing Facebook page, and one guy said that another DJ made a comment about the software that he uses, saying, "Oh no, that's not a good software to use," and all that other stuff. And I've seen other posts where DJs will make posts about what other DJs have said about their speakers, or maybe the fact that they still use CDs, or whatever the situation may be, something like that. And I'll give you another example. I've had DJs actually comment about me using the Revo 3 that came out 10 years ago. Well, here's the question that I have to ask you about that, okay? Think about this for a second. When we start thinking about our mobile DJ business, we need to start thinking more in the line of what our clients think, not necessarily what other DJs think. I mean, think about that for a second, okay? Who are you trying to impress when you start a mobile DJ business, when you go out and do gigs? Are you trying to impress other DJs, or are you trying to impress your clients? For me, I want to impress my clients. And think about this for a second, okay? Let's take my example, for example. When I got the Revo 3 almost 10 years ago, I was actually mesmerized by that light. I mean, it was awesome to look at. It was so cool. You probably remember, the cool lights that we had back 10 years ago, how wonderful they were, and, you're probably just like, oh, that is so cool. Well, think about this for a second, okay? It seems repetitive for us because we see it all the time. But think about our clients. They don't know what a Revo 3 is. They've probably never seen that type of light before, and even if it is 10 years old or whatever, they've got that same feeling that we had the very first time we saw it, because to them, whatever we do, whatever equipment we have, they're seeing it for the very first time, and it's pretty impressive to them. So that's what we got to think. We don't really need to think too much about what other DJs think. And another example I'll give you is, let's think about like back in the 1800s. Okay, they had horse-drawn buggies to get around. Now, the way we got to look at things on that is, a guy came along, Henry Ford came along and helped invent the car and, the automobiles, and now, there's a more efficient way to get around, a lot faster way. That's technology that's changed. Now, does that mean there's anything wrong with horse and buggies? Well, of course not. I mean, if you still want to use a horse and buggy to get back and forth to work, you can still do it if you wanted to. But, we have automobiles now. That just makes it a whole lot easier. That's what everybody uses. So, it doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with the old technology. It just means that we've advanced and come up with newer technology to help get the task done even faster. And that's, that's the way the world works. Doesn't mean there's anything wrong with the old technology. So the way I look at it is, if you're using, let's say, older speakers, maybe like older JBLs. I've still got my very first pair of JBLs in here. I don't use them anymore, but I've still got them, and they're still in good shape. But if you're still using those with maybe the older amplifiers and maybe, I don't know, some older lights if you like those, or CD players if you don't, if you don't want to even use a computer, maybe you like to still use CD players. Whatever the situation may be, the way I look at it, as long as you're providing a quality service to your clients, it really doesn't matter what you use. I mean, think about this, for example. If you happen to go to the mechanic tomorrow, you have to have something done to your car. Do you care what kind of tools that your mechanic uses? Maybe you don't even care if he uses tools at all. The only thing you care about is that you go to the mechanic, you leave your car there, and that he fixes it. You don't really care how he fixes it. You just want it fixed, and running right, so you don't have to take it back. That's pretty much the way it is. And that's pretty much the way that our clients look at it. They don't care, what kind of brand speakers that you have, or, what kind of brand, CD players, if you still use CD players, or, what kind of lights you have. As long as it looks good, as long as you can provide a quality service for them, and as long as everybody has fun, that's what they care about, and that's what we got to think about. Now, I'm not saying that you need to, break out old speakers if they got big dents in them and they're all scratched up and they look like, they were used like 15 years ago. What I'm saying is, if you still got older equipment, whether it's lights or sound or, whatever the situation may be, and it's still in good shape and you're still able to provide a quality service with it, then I don't see anything wrong with using it personally. That's just the way I feel about it. But just keep in mind that there is advances in other technology, just like the horse and buggy, for example. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with using a horse and buggy to get back and forth to work if you want to do that. Ask the Amish people about that. That was a main means of transportation back in the 1800s, but we do have better means of transportation now. Just keep that in mind. That's just something to think about. Okay. So yeah, that's my little rant. Just think about that for a second, and think about when you do a gig and when you're setting up your equipment, and when other DJs make comments about your equipment and things of that nature. Really think to yourself, am I providing a quality service for my clients? And if the answer is yes, ask yourself the other question: who am I trying to impress with my DJ equipment or my DJ setup? Am I trying to impress other DJs, or am I trying to impress my clients? So anyway, just something to think about there. So that's where I'm going to leave this, and we've got more vlogs to come, so if you guys have any questions or anything, just feel free to message me. Practice and enjoy.